Welcome to a full week of vegan breakfast. So starting out right on Sunday, I had a smoothie bowl with some chopped zucchini, some chopped frozen banana, a scoop of beet juice powder, and a packet of vanilla plant protein from Thrive Market. I got it as a little extra on one of my orders. Added in some cinnamon, a splash of almond milk, compost, always, and then just blended all that up. I had it in my heart bowl here. I can link below where I got this from because I always get questions. It's the cutest little bowl. The smoothie was a little thin for my liking. I shouldn't have added almond milk because the zucchini already has so much water. And then I topped it with this Purely Elizabeth chocolate sea salt granola, which is my favorite. Sprinkle of blueberries. Added in this cinnamon bun almond butter, which is my favorite. And that was that. Then on Monday, I made one of my go-to yogurt bowls with some Kite Hill plain unsweetened granola, pumpkin puree, hemp protein, and some greens powder. And then spices I used were cinnamon, cardamom, and nutmeg, and of course added in a little bit of stevia for sweetness. There's already stevia in the greens powder, so I don't add too much to this. And then I mixed it all together until it was nice and thick. Topped it with a different flavor of Purely Elizabeth granola, this dark chocolate strawberry, which is so good, blueberries, and the same cinnamon bun almond butter because the combo is really good together. And I'm weird, and I stir the toppings in on their own little section. If you've seen videos already, you know I like my yogurt bowls like this, but it doesn't look too pretty, but gets the job done and tastes really good. On Tuesday, I had toast. So this is my favorite gluten-free toast. I'm not gluten intolerant. I just love this brand, this Moxie loaf that I get at Whole Foods. Topped it with peanut butter, some raspberries that are really fresh and good that day. And finally, a sprinkle of cacao nibs. This combo goes so well together. Wednesday, I had some pancakes. So I blended up a cup of rolled oats to make oat flour. Added in just a teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener for a dash of sweetness. I don't like too much in the pancakes themselves. For spices, I did cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom. Those are my go-tos. I use these three a lot because I love the flavors. Stirred that all up together and then added in about a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. It was a little scant, but I was looking at the camera angle so I couldn't see. Added in 2/3 cup of almond milk to thin it out. I like my pancakes on the thicker side, and mixed until well combined but not over blended. Oh, and then I forgot to add maca and ashwagandha, which I love to add to the pumpkin flavor, so I added that. Ashwagandha can be kind of astringent on its own, but with the sweetness, it works well. Then I just made 3 little pancakes on my nonstick pan, topped them with some raspberries, which will cook into like jam once it gets heated. And I love to cook my pancakes with the lid on because I think it gets the center cooked faster, and it just works super well with the nonstick pan. Once those were halfway done, I flipped them. Super easy with this pan. I love it. I'll link it below. And then I pressed down just a bit because the raspberries were sticking up. But then when it was time to flip them, I noticed that the jelly kind of juice kind of burns, so I peeled the burnt parts off. You live, you learn. I hadn't made these with the raspberries like that before. Pulled them all out, made a little stack, and then topped it with a big tablespoon of that blueberry cinnamon bun almond butter, sprinkle of hemp seeds, and a drizzle of maple syrup. Thursday, I had some of my favorite hot cacao oats. I did 2/3 cup of rolled oats, a tablespoon of cacao, tablespoon of hemp protein powder, tablespoon of reishi, which I love with the chocolate flavor, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, and a little bit of cardamom because you know the drill. Mix that all up together and cook them in almond milk. I like mine really thick, so I let them cook for quite a while, and then once they were done, I added in a bit of stevia just for a pinch of sweetness, stirred that all together, and put these in a bowl. And then my housekeeper came in and I had to let her in mid assembly. Topped them with the last of my raspberries, a bit of peanut butter because I thought that would pair better with these flavors, and a sprinkle of coconut shreds. Raspberries and cacao and peanut butter, such a great combo. Next, I made overnight oats. I had 2/3 cup of oats, which is my go-to if I'm adding mix-ins, as opposed to just having plain oats, which I never really have because I'm extra. So for these, I was making maca chia overnight oats. I love the taste of maca. I did a teaspoon of maca, teaspoon of chia, teaspoon of collagen, plant collagen booster, which I don't know if it does anything, but you know, why not? Added only cinnamon to this, mixed it all up, soaked them in almond milk with a pinch of stevia in the fridge overnight. Let that sit, and then took that out in the morning, and it was so great and good to go. I sliced some strawberries to add on top, and then ate the rest on the way. Added some cinnamon bun almond butter and a sprinkle of cacao nibs, and this has been a go-to for me for months. Such a great flavor. On Saturday, I had a good old smoothie. So I did frozen banana, fresh strawberry, fresh zucchini, almond milk, then a scoop of this chocolate plant protein from Thrive Market, which is honestly one of my favorite proteins ever. It tastes really, really good, and there's no digestive issues with it. I did cinnamon and then a splash of cold brew, which I love with my chocolate smoothies. I forgot to add in peanut butter, so I did that right before blending, and it was basically the thick, amazing smoothie that would have worked for my smoothie bowl, but it works as a smoothie too here, and oh, it tastes so good with the chocolate, banana, and peanut butter. So good. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and let me know what week of you would like to see next.